I don't believe in stopping children and doing what they want to do or making them wait till they're 18 or 20 because that just is room for disaster. You know, they have to wait and then they get into trouble along the way.
She was born into music royalty but carried the weight of unimaginable pain. Being Elvis Presley's daughter came with fame, but it also came with a heavy price. From childhood grief to public heartbreak, Lisa Marie's life was anything but easy. Join us as we unravel the heartbreaking story behind the name. Lisa Marie's tragic experiences. Lisa Marie Presley was the only daughter of Elvis and Priscilla Presley, exactly 9 months after her parents' wedding. After her parents split up, she lived with her mom in Los Angeles and often visited her dad Elvis at Graceland in Memphis. Marie's parents separated when she was just 4 years old. When her father passed away in August 1977, 9-year-old Lisa Marie became a joint heiress to his estate alongside her 61-year-old grandfather, Vernon Presley, and her 87-year-old grandmother, Minnie Mae Hood Presley. Through her grandfather, Vernon, Lisa Marie was related to the Harrison family from Virginia. Being the only child of the king of rock and roll, Lisa Marie Presley's life was filled with music royalty. With the famous Presley name and as the sole heir to Elvis's Graceland estate, rock music's first princess was born into a world of fame and wealth. However, her life was marked by tragedy, including the death of her iconic musician father when she was only 9 and the loss of her son. She also went through 4 high-profile separations, including one from singer Michael Jackson, and had a brief 107-day marriage to actor Nicolas Cage. After allegations of infidelity from both parties, Priscilla's relationship with her karate instructor became the breaking point in their already troubled marriage. The couple ultimately parted ways later that same year, in 1972. Lisa Marie, who was 4 at the time, would divide her childhood between her mother's home in California and her father's Graceland estate in Memphis. Later on, her mother started dating actor Michael Edwards, whom Lisa Marie accused in a 2003 interview of coming into her room and acting inappropriately while drunk during her teenage years. Tragedy struck again when Lisa Marie was only 9, as her father passed away at just 42 due to a heart attack. Throughout her school years, she began to dabble in substances, prompting her mother to enroll her in various private schools and even a boarding school at one point. Reflecting on her school days in a 2003 interview with the LA Times, she mentioned that she felt like a loner, describing herself as a melancholic and odd child. She went through a phase of self-destruction and never really found her place in school. She admitted that she didn't really have any direction. Unfortunately, her life continued to be filled with tragic events. Lisa Marie expressed feeling shattered by the news of Jackson's death at 50 in 2009. Then, in 2020, her son Benjamin took his own life at the age of 27. She endured unimaginable pain, but there was so much more to her than tragedy. Beyond the heartbreak, who really was Lisa Marie Presley? Let's find out. Lisa Marie Presley. Lisa Marie Presley was born on the 1st of February 1968 as the only daughter of Elvis and Priscilla Presley at Baptist Memorial Hospital, Memphis in Memphis, Tennessee, exactly 9 months after her parents got married. After her parents split up, she lived with her mom in Los Angeles and often visited her dad Elvis at Graceland in Memphis. After her father passed away in August 1977, 9-year-old Lisa Marie became a joint heiress to his estate alongside her 61-year-old grandfather, Vernon Presley, and her 87-year-old great-grandmother, Minnie Mae Hood Presley. Through her grandfather, Lisa Marie was related to the Harrison family from Virginia. Following the passing of her grandfather in 1979 and her great-grandmother in 1980, she became the sole heir to Elvis's estate. On her 25th birthday in 1993, she inherited the estate, which had increased to an estimated $100 million. In 2004, Presley sold 85% of Elvis Presley Enterprises. Not long after her father's passing, her mother started dating actor Michael Edwards. In a 2003 interview with Playboy, Presley claimed that Edwards would come into her room drunk and acted inappropriately towards her. In her book From Here to the Great Unknown, Presley reiterated this claim and mentioned that Edwards began assaulting her in 1978. She also has a half-brother, Navarone Garibaldi, from her mother's long-term relationship with Marco Garibaldi. In 1997, Marie created a video for Don't Cry Daddy as a posthumous duet with her father. This video was shown on August 16, 1997 during the tribute concert that celebrated the 20th anniversary of Elvis's death. The video features Elvis's original vocals, which were enhanced with new instrumentation, and Lisa Marie's singing. On October 3, 1988, Marie tied the knot with musician and actor Danny Keough, who was born in Chicago, at the Scientology Celebrity Center located in Los Angeles. They had been in a relationship for 3 years before getting married. Their honeymoon took place on a cruise ship that belonged to the Church of Scientology. After an early abortion, which Marie later described as the stupidest thing she has ever done, the couple welcomed 2 children, a daughter named Riley Keough, born May 29, 1989 at St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica, California, and a son named Benjamin Storm Keough, born October 21, 1992 at Humana Women's Hospital in Tampa, Florida. Benjamin was born following a Church of Scientology method known as silent birth. Marie quickly divorced in the Dominican Republic on May 6, 1994. Later that same year, Keough thought about pursuing custody of their 2 kids because of child molestation allegations against Michael Jackson, whom Presley married after their divorce. The singer reportedly relied on Lisa Marie for emotional support, while she grew worried about his use of sedatives. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Lisa Marie mentioned that she had hoped to save the troubled singer. Their marriage was also surrounded by rumors that they had an intimate relationship, which led to Lisa Marie appearing in a suggestive video for his 1995 hit You Are Not Alone. But just a year later, in 1996, the couple divorced. In a 2003 interview with the Commercial Appeal, she talked about rumors that she and Keough were thinking about getting married again. "Danny is my best friend, always has been, always will be. I love him unconditionally, but we are not together. It's not like that." After Presley divorced Michael Jackson, she and Keough grew closer again. In 2005, Danny Keough played bass guitar in Marie's band and was also her musical mentor. Marie still saw him as a close friend, and he lived in the guest house on her property. Marie explained her relationship with Keough after their separation that she doesn't know how, but they have managed to stay close. There are others that she have pain or betrayal associated with that she won't have anything to do with. But he and her had a special thing, unconditional. Marie told People magazine in 2005 that she and Danny Keough were like brother and sister. Additionally, Presley shared her thoughts on her relationship with Keough. She stated that, "Ultimately, it is a good message to send out to people that one doesn't have to put their crap on their kids even if they are not together. You can still be civilized." Presley's daughter, Riley, married Ben Smith Peterson in 2015. In 2022, their daughter Tupelo, who is Presley's grandchild, was born. Benjamin Keough passed away on July 12, 2020, at the age of 27 in Calabasas, California, from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner's Office ruled his passing as a suicide. Presley was heartbroken over her son's death and was never the same afterward. She remained close friends with Danny Keough until her passing in 2023 at the age of 54. On May 26, 1994, just 20 days after her divorce from Keough, Presley tied the knot with singer Michael Jackson. Keough's younger brother, Thomas Keough, served as an official witness at Presley's wedding to Jackson. They first crossed paths in 1974 when a 6-year-old Presley went to his concert at the Sahara Tahoe. A friend of Marie mentioned their adult friendship started in November 1992 in LA. Marie shared, "I believed he didn't do anything wrong, and that he was wrongly accused, and yes, I started falling for him. I wanted to save him. I felt that I could do it." Soon after, she managed to convince Jackson to settle the allegations outside of court and enter rehabilitation to recover. Presley appeared in Jackson's music video for You Are Not Alone in June 1995, which was directed by Wayne Isham. In January 1996, citing irreconcilable differences, Presley filed for divorce, as stated in legal documents. Jackson's makeup artist, Karen Fay, later claimed that Jackson had initially intended to file for divorce first, but changed his mind after Marie pleaded with him not to. The next day, Jackson found out that she had already filed for divorce herself. In an October 2010 interview with Oprah Winfrey, she disclosed that she and Jackson had tried to reconcile on and off for 4 years after their divorce, and that she had traveled to various parts of the world to be with him. After Jackson passed away in 2009 at the age of 50, Marie was said to have felt shattered. Presley explained some details about her relationship with Michael Jackson during her 2010 interview with Oprah Winfrey. She talked about the years they spent together after their divorce, saying, "We were going to get back together again. We spent 4 more years after we divorced, trying to reconnect and breaking up and discussing getting back together and then breaking up again." In the same interview, she mentioned Jackson, stating that she always felt like she wanted to be near him, always wanted to be a part of his life. She felt so elevated, and she had never experienced that with anyone else. Presley noted that she was the last person by Michael's casket. She stated in an interview that with MJ Michael Jackson, sadly, too much happened. Too many obstacles came between them. There was a very deep, strong love. It was intense. But people interfered, both on my side and his. They had so many individuals telling them what to do and speaking for the other. If it had just been the both of them towards the end, she didn't think they would have divorced. In her memoir, published in 2024, From Here to the Great Unknown, Marie reflects that had never felt that happy again, referring to her time with Jackson. After Elvis Presley passed away at Graceland on August 16, 1977, his will named his father, Vernon Presley, as the executor and trustee. The trust's beneficiaries included Vernon, Elvis's grandmother, Minnie Mae Presley, and Lisa Marie, whose inheritance was to be kept in trust until she turned 25 years old. Following Vernon's death in 1979, Priscilla Presley, Elvis's ex-wife, was appointed as one of the 3 trustees in his will. The other 2 were the National Bank of Commerce in Memphis and Joseph Hanks, who had served as the Presleys' accountant. With the passing of Minnie Mae Presley in 1980, Lisa Marie became the sole surviving beneficiary. On her 25th birthday in 1993, Presley inherited her father's estate, which had grown to an estimated $100 million, largely due to her mother's management. In 1998, Marie took a more active role in overseeing the Elvis Presley Trust and its business entity, Elvis Presley Enterprises, Inc. Until February 2005, she was the owner and chair of the board, at which point she sold 85% of the estate's business holdings to CKX Incorporation, while retaining Graceland and the property it sits on. After Presley's passing, her 3 daughters were thought to inherit Graceland, but her mother, Priscilla, contested a 2016 change that Presley made to her estate, which took Priscilla off as trustee and appointed her 2 oldest kids instead. One of them, Marie's son, Benjamin, tragically took his own life in 2020, leaving Riley as the only trustee. On August 16, 2024, a woman from Missouri named Lisa Janine Findley was taken into custody for a scheme that included, among other things, making a false claim about Presley owing money to illegally push for the sale of Graceland. The U.S. Department of Justice's Office of Public Affairs stated that Findley allegedly fabricated loan documents, where she forged the signatures of Elvis Presley's daughter and a Florida state notary public. Findley then allegedly filed a false creditor's claim with the Superior Court of California in Los Angeles and a fake deed of trust with the Shelby County Registrar's office in Memphis, and allegedly published a fraudulent foreclosure notice. A person connected to the Graceland foreclosure scheme admitted to the New York Times in May 2024 that the operation involved a group of identity thieves from Nigeria who claimed that Presley owed $2,800,000 to Nausani Investments and Private Lending LLC. However, Nausani Investments and Private Lending LLC was not a legitimate company, and these identity thieves often used forgeries of people who had recently passed away to profit from their fraudulent activities. Findley, a key player in the scheme to force the sale of Graceland from Presley's family, pretended to be 3 different people linked to the fake private lender to wrongfully accuse Presley of borrowing $3,800,000 from Nausani Investments in 2018. The loan documents that were supposedly signed by Presley had allegedly been acknowledged by Kimberly L. Philbrick, a notary public in Florida. Yet Philbrick supported Riley Keough in her lawsuit against Nausani, declaring in an affidavit that she had never met Lisa Marie Presley, nor had she ever notarized a document signed by Lisa Marie Presley. She didn't know why my signature appears on the document. In February 2012, Presley launched a new exhibit called Elvis Through His Daughter's Eyes. This exhibit is part of the Graceland VIP tour and showcases 200 items that were put together by Presley along with the Graceland Archives team. The personal exhibit explores what it was like for Marie to grow up with a famous dad. Among the items on display are home movies, toys, and family keepsakes that are rarely seen. In November 1975, her father named one of his private planes, a refurbished Convair 880 jet after her. He invested over $1 million to renovate it so he could use it as his primary means of transport while touring. The Lisa Marie, along with another one of his planes, Hound Dog 2, can be seen at Graceland. The Presley Charitable Foundation, PCF, was established by Presley in 2007. It was restructured from the Presley Charitable Foundation to the Presley Foundation, Inc. on November 10, 2022, and was recognized as a public benefit and grant-making foundation on February 13, 2023. In 2001, Presley Place welcomed its first residents. Presley Place offers homeless families up to a year of rent-free housing, child daycare, career and financial counseling, family management support, and other resources to help them escape poverty and regain their self-esteem and independence. Additionally, the PCF funds the Elvis Presley Music Room, where children from Presley Place and others can access musical instruments, receive instruction, and take part in special related programs. Her father's foundation, the EPCF, established the Elvis Presley Endowed Scholarship Fund at the College of Communication and Fine Arts at the University of Memphis to support students majoring in the arts. Marie teamed up with Oprah Winfrey and her Angel Network, actively participating in the relief efforts following Hurricane Katrina's destruction in New Orleans and nearby areas. She lent a hand in Memphis, Tennessee. She stated that because she definitely needed to do something, and it just so happens this was where she was from. She said she was going to do everything I can. People need help. It was a huge catastrophe and everyone needs to stand up. Her first stop was a food bank where, with assistance from FedEx and Kroger, Marie loaded a truck with groceries. After that, she made a quick stop at Target for toiletries and clothing. Presley's last stop was the Grand Casino Convention Center in Mississippi, where she handed out supplies to those who had lost everything. One evacuee expressed that she really appreciated everything Miss Marie was doing for them. They had nothing, so they were very grateful for everything she was doing. In 2011, Presley became a supporter of the Dream Factory, a charity located in Hainault, London. Presley was also involved with the Grammy Foundation's Gold Grammy Signature Schools program, which honors top public high schools in the U.S. that show a strong commitment to music education throughout the school year. On October 22, 2005, Marie gave a special award to Isaac Hayes at the Memphis Recording Academy Honors. Many local stars came out to see Presley, Justin Timberlake, Isaac Hayes, and David Porter being recognized by the Memphis chapter of the Recording Academy. Presley and music producer Jimmy Jam presented the award to Hayes. On November 11, 2005, Presley took part in a Grammy soundcheck at LA's House of Blues, where she and other industry professionals met with a group of music students to talk about career opportunities in the music industry. On June 24, 2011, Presley was officially recognized by Tennessee's Governor Bill Haslam, who declared a day in her honor for her charitable work. 2 days later, she received a certificate of proclamation from New Orleans Mayor Mitchell J. Landrieu, acknowledging her dedication and contributions to the city. Additionally, on June 28, 2011, she was given a proclamation from the city of Memphis for her philanthropic efforts there. While the Presley name opened doors, Lisa Marie earned her place in the music world. She built a career that reflected her deepest truths. Her journey wasn't easy, but in her music, she found purpose and power. Let's explore the artist she became. Marie Presley's music career. Marie launched her first album, To Whom It May Concern, on April 8, 2003. It climbed to number 5 on the Billboard 200 Albums chart and received a gold certification in June 2003. Presley penned all the lyrics except for The Road Between, which she co-wrote with Gus Black, and co-composed every melody. To promote the album, she held a concert in the UK. The album's lead single, Lights Out, hit number 18 on the Billboard Hot Adult Top 40 chart and number 16 on the UK charts. Marie worked with Billy Corgan on a co-written song titled Savior, which appeared as the B-side. In a review of the album, Robert Hilburn from the Los Angeles Times noted that it had a stark, uncompromising tone and praised that Marie's gutsy, blues-edged voice has a distinctive flair. Pat Benatar and Presley took the stage at VH1 Divas Duets, a concert aimed at supporting the VH1 Save the Music Foundation, which took place at the MGM Grand Garden Arena on May 22, 2003 in Las Vegas. They performed Benatar's classic hit Heartbreaker, a song that Presley often included in her own concert set lists during subsequent tours. Additionally, in 2003, Marie recorded a version of Silent Night for the NBC holiday collection, Sounds of the Season. Her second album, Now What, came out on April 5, 2005, and it hit number 9 on the Billboard 200 Albums chart. She co-wrote 10 songs that she got credit for, and she also recorded covers of Don Henley's Dirty Laundry, the album's first single, which reached number 36 on the Billboard 100 AC Singles chart, and the Ramones' Here Today and Gone Tomorrow. The track Idiot takes a shot at various men in her life. Unlike her debut album, Now What had a parental advisory sticker on it. Presley also covered Blue Oyster Cult's Burnin' For You as a B-side. Pink made a guest appearance on the song Shine. The music video for Dirty Laundry was directed by Patrick Holk, and singer George Michael made a cameo in it. Too Tough to Die, a tribute to Johnny Ramone, a documentary about Johnny Ramone from the rock band The Ramones, was released in 2006. Directed by Mandy Stein, the film features Deborah Harry, the Dickies' ex, Eddie Vedder, Presley, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers as they put on a benefit concert to celebrate the Ramones' 30th anniversary and raise funds for cancer research. In 2006, Presley appeared in the music video for Johnny Cash's God's Gonna Cut You Down. Rick Rubin produced the record, and Tony Kaye directed the video, which included several celebrities and won a Grammy Award in 2008 for Best Short-Form Music Video. Her single, In the Ghetto, came out in August 2007 as a virtual duet with her dad, who first recorded the song back in 1969. This release was to honor the 30th anniversary of her father's passing. The music video, which was released at the same time as the single, hit number 1 on iTunes sales and number 16 on Billboard's Bubbling Under Hot 100 Singles chart. The money made from the single went to support a new Presley Place transitional housing campus in New Orleans. Presley also appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show to perform the song alongside the Harlem Gospel Choir, featuring old footage of her father. In October 2009, Presley performed with singer Richard Hawley on stage in London. She provided vocals for a song they had been collaborating on called Weary. Hawley aimed to assist Presley in reviving her music career, leading to a songwriting partnership where she wrote the lyrics and he composed the music. During an interview with Oprah Winfrey, Presley mentioned that she was in the process of recording a new album in London, which was expected to be released in 2011. Her third album, Storm and Grace, came out on May 15, 2012. She mentioned that it was a lot more of a rootsy and organic record compared to her earlier work. It was produced by T-Bone Burnett, who has won both an Oscar and a Grammy. AllMusic referred to the album as a stronger, more mature, and more effective work than one might have expected, and pointed out that Marie was finally developing a musical personality that truly suits her. Spinner called it the strongest album of her career, while Entertainment Weekly complimented the smoky, spooky single, You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. T-Bone Burnett shared his thoughts on working with Presley for Storm and Grace. He mentioned that when songs from Lisa Marie Presley arrived at his door, he was intrigued. He was curious about what the daughter of a revolutionary American music artist had to express. What he heard was honest, raw, unaffected, and soulful. He believed her father would be proud of her. The more he listened to the songs, the more he discovered her depth as an artist. He concluded that beyond the media noise, Lisa Marie Presley is a Southern American folk music artist of significant worth. In 2018, Marie appeared on the title track of the compilation Where No One Stands Alone, which is a collection of her father's gospel songs that sold over 300 million copies. The song was transformed into a duet featuring both Marie and her father. A music video was made for the song, showing scenes of Presley alongside her father. Before she passed away, Presley had recorded audio tapes for a memoir. After her mother's death, her daughter, Riley Keough, took the initiative to write down the details from those tapes into a book. Along with working on the memoir, Riley also narrated the audiobook version, which includes never-before-heard recollections in Marie's own voice. The memoir, titled From Here to the Great Unknown, has a cover that features a picture of a young Marie with her father. Both Presley and her daughter Riley are recognized as the authors of the book. From Here to the Great Unknown is set to be released on October 8, 2024, by Random House. She lived in the spotlight, but her final moments were sudden and shocking. No one expected it would be silent so soon until fate took an unexpected turn. Let's unravel the events that led to her final moments. Lisa Marie's death. On January 12, 2023, around 10:30 a.m., Marie experienced cardiac arrest at her home in Calabasas, California. After CPR was performed, her heart was restarted while she was being taken to West Hills Hospital in Los Angeles, but she sadly passed away later that day at the age of 54. According to the autopsy report, Presley passed away due to a small bowel obstruction that was a result of a bariatric surgery she had previously undergone. The report also indicated that the opioids found in her system did not play a role in her passing. Just 2 days before, she had made her last public appearance at the 80th Golden Globe Awards, where she was accompanied by her mother. Hundreds of people attended her public memorial service at Graceland on January 22, and over 1 million viewers watched the service live online. Presley was laid to rest in the Graceland Meditation Garden, next to her son Benjamin and close to her father Elvis. Among those who attended the service, some of whom paid tribute through spoken words or music, were her mother, her surviving children, family friend Jerry Schilling, former Memphis Mayor A.C. Wharton, Guns N' Roses lead singer Axl Rose, the Smashing Pumpkins lead singer Billy Corgan, Sarah, Duchess of York, the Gospel Quartet, the Blackwood Brothers, singer Alanis Morissette, and both the director and star of Elvis, Baz Luhrmann and Austin Butler, respectively. In the CBS primetime special The Presleys, Elvis, Lisa Marie, and Riley, which aired on October 8, 2024, Presley's daughter Riley Keough shared with Oprah Winfrey insights about her mother's final years, revealing that the loss of her son Benjamin had led Presley to lose her desire to live. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.